Doing pretty good. How about you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Have you been really busy today?
Oh yeah, there's been people in and out constantly.
Oh, I bet you're ready to go home then, huh?
I sure am.
I'm pretty tired too. I had Daniel and Becky at my house last night, and let me tell you what, they wouldn't go to sleep for anything. I told them every story I could think of, everything. Nothing worked.
Well, you know how kids are these days. Those stories that used to work on us, it just don't work on them. Gotta be creative. Take, for instance, the story of Cinderella. We gotta take that same story the way we heard it and tell it backwards. So you're telling the story of Rindercella.
Rindercella?
Rindercella.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me about this?
Okay. Once upon a time, in a foreign country, there lived a beautiful girl, and her name was Rindercella. Now, Rindercella lived with her muggly other and her two sad blisters. In this same foreign country, there lived a prancing hen, and he was throwing a fancy fall. He invited all the people from miles around, especially the pitch people.
Ain't that the only kind to invite?
Yep. So anyways, Rindercella's muggly other and her two sad blisters, they went out to buy some drancy fesses, you know, to wear to this fancy fall. But Rindercella couldn't go, because all she had to wear were some old wordy dags. So the night of the ball arrived, and Rindercella couldn't go, so she just cat down and tried.
She cat down and tried?
She cat right down and tried. And as she was kitting there trying, all at once there appeared before her her Gary Mudfather. And he touched her with his magic wand. And there appeared before her a keg boat and Hicks light sources to take her to the fancy fall. But he said, "Now, Rindercella, you be sure and be home before midnight, or I'll turn you into a pumpkin." When she arrived at the fancy fall, the prince and hens met her at the door, because he had been watching all this time from a wooden window. Rindercella and the prince and hens danced all night, and they well and fub.
They well and fub?
They well and fub. But then, all at once, the mid-clock struck night, and Rindercella staced down the rares, but just as she reached the bottom, she slopped her dripper.
She slopped her dripper?
She slopped her dripper. So the next day, this prince and hens went all over that foreign country, looking for the beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. Finally, he came to Rindercella's house. He tried it on her muggly other, and it fit and did. Then he tried it on her two stiggly usters, and it fit and did. Then he tried it on Rindercella, and it fit did.
It did?
It fit. It was exactly the sight rise. So they got married and lived happily after afterwards. Now the story of the moral is this. You go to a fancy fall and you want a prince and hens to fall in love with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.
Okay. Well, next time the boys are at the house, I'll have to remember that one.
Very good.